Hello, and thank you all so much for joining the FY22 Results-Based Monitoring Self-Assessment webinar. My name is Elena Settle, and I serve as the Compliance Coordinator in the Division of Federal Programs and Oversight. Here's a list of topics that we will be discussing during our time together. I hope that you'll find this webinar incredibly useful. As I'm sure you all have noticed, January 4th was the official FY22 self-assessment launch in ePlan, with a due date of February 15th. The department will conduct our reviews on May the 31st. If an LEA must request an extension to the submission deadline, please reach out via email to elena.settle@tn.gov. In your request, please include a new proposed deadline that is reasonable and ambitious, as well as the reason for the request. All written requests will be considered within 2 business days, and the user who made the request will receive a reply via email. The self-assessment monitoring process contains monitoring results shared with the LEA at the conclusion of the review, and may result in findings of noncompliance if areas of noncompliance are discovered. And the department may include required action steps or recommendations to ensure compliance with federal or state laws, state policy, or state board rule. User requirements at the LEA level. All users must have the correct ePlan user access permissions to access and complete the results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument. Users with existing ePlan access can check their current user access permissions by visiting eplan.tn.gov, navigating to the address book and the LEA role contacts, and from there you're able to view who all is listed with the monitoring update role. Users who need additional user access roles must request those roles using ePlan user access form for LEAs. Users do not need to log into ePlan to access TDOE resources. Simply follow the instructions on the user access form, then email the completed form to eplan.help@tn.gov to request those additional access roles if needed. User access requests may take up to 2 business days to process. Users will receive an email reply when that access has been granted. User access. Users will need one of the following roles to access the results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument: LEA monitoring data entry, ESSA director, IDEA director, CTE director, fiscal representative, and/or authorized representative. Navigating to the results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument. For best results, open ePlan at eplan.tn.gov in a Google Chrome browser. From there, you're going to navigate to the results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument after you log in. Then select monitoring instruments from the left menu options. And it's going to take you to the results-based monitoring instrument. Sections page and starting the draft. The results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument loads to the sections page. From this page, users can see a list of sections in the instrument and the status of the instrument. To begin working on the results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument, the instrument status must be changed from not started to draft started. Anyone with access to the instrument can make this change by clicking draft started and then confirm. Useful tips and reminders. Do not use placeholder language, as ePlan is not able to distinguish answers to questions versus notes to yourself, etc. Please use caution when utilizing the NA checkbox on various pages, as there may be findings associated if the box is marked erroneously. Validations. Each LEA-level page of the instrument is divided into sections. Please read each section's instructions thoroughly prior to responding to questions. After responding to all areas, use the validations column on the sections page to confirm that all items were completed. Please take the time to confirm each uploaded document is accurate as well as complete. Which takes us to how to submit the instrument. Once all users have completed their entries, the LEA-IDEA Director, ESSA Director, CTE Director, Fiscal Representative, and Authorized Representative, also known as the Director of Schools, in this order, must return to the sections page to change the status to submit the self-assessment work to the department. Please be aware, confirm must be pressed before the status updates. After Authorized Representative approved status has been set, the department will receive a notice that the instrument has been submitted for review. At each level, the instrument may be approved or returned. Please note, if you return the instrument to be edited, IDEA, ESSA, and CTE directors, as well as the fiscal representative and authorized representative, must then approve it again. In other words, the cycle repeats itself. If one person serves as more than one of the roles as displayed on the slide, the individual must have both roles and change the status twice. Key changes to the results-based monitoring for FY22. For FY22, ESSA, IDEA, Perkins, ESSER, and physical monitoring were all combined in the results-based monitoring self-assessment instrument, rather than being in separate instruments as they were in the past. This is in order to help streamline the process of completing the monitoring instrument for local education agencies. The Tennessee Department of Education has reviewed and updated the response requirements in the FY22 results-based monitoring self-assessment for all programs. Various changes include a greater percentage of agree-disagree questions, fewer open response questions, as well as fewer required uploads. Yay! I'm sure everyone's rejoicing here. Monitoring results. Finding of noncompliance and corrections required include description, action steps, and required documentation that the LEA must respond to by uploading items. Simply use the pencil icon to upload a document where required. Once the upload has been saved, the department will automatically receive a notification on the Wednesday and Sunday after the upload until it has been reviewed and marked as approved or not. If the coordinator marks an item as approved, no additional action is required by the LEA for the purpose of this monitoring process. If a coordinator marks an item as not approved, he or she will conduct the LEA to provide technical support until the items have been marked approved. Upon marking the last item as approved, the coordinator will request that the Senior Director of Compliance and Operations conduct a final review and change the status to monitoring closed. Here's a list of resources for you all. You're going to see these links available in the description box down below. Please share your feedback. There's a QR code, and if you guys would, please complete this survey for us. It helps us going forward and things of that nature. Thank you all so much for taking the time again to join us today. Again, if you need any additional support, please reach out to myself, elena.settle@tn.gov. I'll be more than happy to assist you in any way that I possibly can. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you.